Hello, my first grade friends. Last week, or not last week, before spring break, we finished up our book on Mercy Watson about fighting crime. Remember how she met the cowboy? The cowboy was breaking into their house, and Mercy caught him, and they came and they took him away. This week we're actually going to start a new book for a new series. I know some of you guys know this book, the Magic Treehouse series. This is book number 9. It is called Dolphins at Daybreak. I chose this book because I know a lot of you guys had to cancel your plans for spring break to go to the nice warm places. And I thought since it is kind of starting spring that I would read a book about being in the ocean, seeing dolphins. Maybe it'll make you feel a little bit better. So this book is Magic Tree House number 9, Dolphins at Daybreak. I love dolphins. I don't know if you guys have Disney Plus or not, but Disney Plus has a series right now. I think it's called Dolphins. It was really fun. We watched it over spring break, and if you have Disney Plus, check it out. It's really cute. It's about this baby. They follow the story of a little baby dolphin and a mommy dolphin. I think you would really enjoy it. So here we go. There are 10 chapters in this book. We would maybe read 1 or 2 chapters per week, okay? So here we go. I'll show you the picture. Master Librarians, Chapter 1. Jack stared out the kitchen window. The sun was not up yet, but the sky was growing lighter. Jack had been awake for a long time. He had been thinking about a dream he had, the dream about Morgan Le Fay. The treehouse is back, Morgan had said. I'm waiting. Jack wished that dreams were real. He missed Morgan's magic treehouse. Jack, his little sister Annie, appeared in the doorway. We have to go to the woods now, she said. Why? Jack asked. I had a dream about Morgan, exclaimed Annie. She said the treehouse is back and she's waiting for us. That was my dream, said Jack. Oh, wow, said Annie. She told you too? So it must be important. But dreams aren't real, said Jack. Some dreams aren't, but this one is real, said Annie. I can just feel it. She opened the back door. I'll see you later. Wait, I'm coming, said Jack. He raced up the stairs. Having the same dream must mean something, he thought. He grabbed his backpack and threw his notebook and pencil into it. Then he ran downstairs. We'll be back soon, Mom, Jack called into the living room. Where are you going so early? His dad called. Just for a quick walk, said Jack. It rained last night, said his mom. Don't get your shoes wet. We won't. Jack slipped out the door. Annie was waiting for him. Let's go, she said. The sky was pale gray. The air felt freshly washed. Jack and Annie ran up their quiet street to Frog Creek Woods. They headed between the trees. Soon they came to the tallest oak in the woods. There was the wooden house high up in the treetop. It is back, whispered Jack. Someone looked out the window of the treehouse. A lovely old woman with long white hair. Morgan Le Fay. Come up, called the magical librarian. Jack and Annie climbed up the rope ladder and into the treehouse. In the dawnlight, they stared at Morgan Le Fay. She looked beautiful in a red velvet robe. Jack pushed his glasses into place. He couldn't stop smiling. We both had dreams about you, said Annie. I know, said Morgan. You do? Yes, I sent the dreams to you, said Morgan, because I need your help. What kind of help? Asked Jack. Merlin, the magician, has been up to his tricks again, said Morgan, so I haven't had any time to collect books for Camelot's library. Can we collect them for you? Asked Annie. Yes, but in order to gather books through time, you must be master librarian, said Morgan. Oh, well, Annie said sadly. But you can't become a master librarian, said Morgan, if you pass the test. Really? Said Annie. What kind of test? Jack asked. You must show that you know how to do research, said Morgan, and show that you can find answers to your hard questions. So here's Morgan showing Jack and Annie about being a master librarian. How? Said Annie. By solving 4 riddles, said Morgan. She reached into the folds of her robe and pulled out a rolled up paper. The first riddle is written on this ancient scroll, she said. This book will help you find the answer. She held out a book. On the cover were the words Ocean Guide. This is where you have to go, said Morgan. The ocean. Oh boy, said Annie. She pointed at the cover. I wish we... Stop! Jack grabbed Annie's hand. Remember, if they say they wish, that's where they go. So he's like, stop, don't say you wish. How will we know if we found the right answer to the riddle? He asked Morgan. You will know, Morgan said mysteriously. I promise you will know. Jack let go of Annie's hand. She pointed again at the cover and finished her wish. I wish we could go there. The wind started to blow. Are you coming with us, Morgan? Jack said. Before Morgan could answer, the tree house started to spin. Jack squeezed his eyes shut. The house spun faster and faster, then everything was still. Absolutely still. Jack opened his eyes. Morgan Le Fay was gone. Only the ancient scroll and the ocean book were left in her place. Chapter 2. The reef. The reef is where, kind of like where the little land in the by the ocean. A breeze blew through the window. Seagulls cried. Waves lapped the shore. Annie picked up the riddle scroll and she opened it up. Together, she and Jack read the riddle. Rough and gray as rock. I'm plain as plain can be. But hidden deep inside, there's a great beauty in me. What am I? It is rough and gray as a rock. I am plain as plain can be, but hidden deep inside, there is great beauty to me. What am I? So that is the riddle they have to solve. Let's find the answer, said Annie. She and Jack looked out the window. The treehouse wasn't in the tree. It was on the ground. Why is the ground pink? Said Jack. I don't know, said Annie, but I'm going out there. I'm going to do a little research first, said Jack. Annie climbed out of the treehouse. Jack picked up the ocean book and flipped through it. He found a picture of Pink Island surrounded by water. He read, oh, maybe that's where they're at. Pink Island. Ooh, look at that. This is what he read about it. This is a coral reef. Corals are tiny sea animals. After they die, their skeletons remain. Over time, the reef builds up from stacks of coral skeletons. Ooh, interesting. They were deep in the ocean. Oh man, tiny skeletons, said Jack. He pulled out his notebook and wrote, millions of coral skeletons. Jack, come look at this, cried Annie. What is it? I don't know, but you'll love it, she said. Jack threw his notebook and ocean book into his backpack. He climbed out of the window. Is this the answer to the riddle? He called. I don't think so. It doesn't look very plain, said Annie. She was standing at the edge of the water. Beside her was a strange-looking machine. Jack hurried over a bumpy coral to get a better look. The machine was half on the reef and half in the clear blue water. It looked like a huge white bubble with a big window, maybe like a submarine, my friends. What do you think? Is it a special kind of boat? Asked Annie. Jack found a picture of the machine in the ocean book. He read, scientists who study the ocean are called oceanographers. Sometimes they travel in small diving vessels called submersibles or mini subs to study the ocean floor. It's pretty cool. Oceanographers, they go into this big bubble. It looks like a glass bubble. and they drive. It's like a little boat, not a boat, but they go into the water, not on top of the water. They go into the water, and they can sink down to the bottom and study the ocean floor. And they stay inside of the machine to help them breathe. It's pretty cool. They can see all kinds of things around them, because usually the little glass bubble that they're in, it's glass all the way around, so they can look all around them and see all kinds of fish and sea life. Pretty neat. It's a mini sub, said Jack. He pulled out his notebook. Let's get inside. No, said Jack. Actually, he did want to see what the sub looked like in the inside, but he shook his head. We can't. It's not ours. He's like, we can't just go into this machine. What are you doing, Annie? Just a teeny peek, said Annie. It might help us figure out the riddle. Jack sighed. Okay, but we have to be careful. Don't touch anything, he said. Oh, I wonder if Annie's going to listen. Oh, don't worry, said Annie. And take off your shoes so they won't get wet, said Jack. He and Annie slipped off their shoes and socks and threw them towards the treehouse. Then they stepped carefully over the sharp coral. Annie turned the handle on the hatch of the mini sub. It opened. She and Jack climbed inside. The hatch slammed shut. Uh-oh, now they're stuck inside. The mini sub was tiny. 2 seats faced a big window. In the front seat was a computer built into a control panel. Annie sat down. So here's what the machine looks like. You see? Right here, it's like a little submarine. You can take a look while I read the chapter, the rest of the page. Jack opened the ocean book and read more on the mini sub page. Mini subs have strong hulls to keep air in and protect those abroad from water pressure. Computers are used to guide the mini sub through the ocean. Oops, said Annie. What's wrong? Jack looked up. Annie was waving her hands in front of the computer. Now the screen showed a map. What's going on? Said Jack. I just pressed a few keys, said Annie. What? I said not to touch anything, said Jack. An ear blower came on. The mini sub jerked forward. Get out, said Jack. He and Annie scrambled for the hatch. Jack grabbed the handle, but it was too late. The mini sub slid off the reef, then it dove silently into the deep. Here are Jack and Annie inside of the submarine. Oh no, it's going into the ocean, and it's going deep, deep, deep down into the ocean. That is kind of scary. I hope they know how to do the computer. We will stop there, my friends. It is chapter 3. We finished 2 chapters. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to figure out how to use a computer? I hope so. Maybe the book they have will show them what to do. And maybe they'll solve the first riddle, but they have a few more riddles to solve, okay? So anyways, my friends, I hope you had a good spring break, and I hope you are back getting ready to go back on schedule and do some of your classwork. I miss seeing you, all of you, and I hope to see you guys over the summer, maybe at the parks or somewhere. I miss seeing all your faces and all your smiles and your jokes and silly things like that. So I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Have a good week.